Okay, we'll start now. Good evening and a warm welcome to Abode Masters, Brother Joe Huang, brothers and sisters around the globe to online book study on the Sutra of Infinite Meanings. Okay, before we start, I would like to share a short accepted master's speech. With the Dharma in our hearts, the Saha world is transformed into a pure land. Grateful for the advancement of technology through microphones, speakers, and more. As long as we have the heart and the aspiration, the Dharma can reach even the furthest corners of the world. Those who sincerely seek the teachings can hear the Dharma and practice it. When everyone has the Dharma in their hearts, the Saha world can be transformed into a pure land. The Saha world is a rhyme of endurance. In cultivation, we learn patience. Through learning and awakening with a mind of forbearance, we walk the Bodhisattva path, speaking words that bring joy to others and carrying ourselves in a way that brings joy to all. 感恩 to Master's teaching. Before we hear the wonderful sharing, let us invite our both masters to lead us in paying homage to the Triple Gems. Let us pay our respects for these teachings and explanations to the Buddha and Master Cheng Yen by making 3 sincere bows. Please rise, palms together. First bow. Second bow. Third bow. And a bow to our beloved Abode Masters who could join us today. Okay. Okay, now let us invite our Brother Robert to kindly introduce this session and our presenters. Over to you, Brother Robert.感恩.
Thank you so much, Sister Lily, for the wonderful opening. Yeah, a very warm welcome to all to our Sutra of Infinite Meanings book study. Today, we are truly blessed and delighted to have with us a good role model, a shiny example of diligence, selflessness, and steadfast commitment, Commissioner Sister Yap Hong Lee, from Klang, Malaysia. Sister Hong Lee has always been someone who puts her heart into every step of the Dharma path. And today she'll be sharing with us episode 5 of Major Disaster Relief, a topic that reflects both courage and boundless compassion. So let us welcome Sister Hong Lee with a heartfelt gratitude. The floor is yours, Sister Hong Lee.
感恩 Brother Robert, and a very good evening to Abode Masters, Brother Joe Huang, Brother Robert, and all brothers and sisters. Welcome, a very warm welcome to Sutra Adaptation Episode 5. Yeah, I'll begin straight into Episode 5. So as we see in this picture, this is a picture of a monastic robe. And did you know that every monastic robe has a piece deliberately sewn on it called the seal? What is the significance of this seal and why do we have it? Let's watch the beginning of episode 5 of a Sutra adaptation of Dharma of Infinite Meanings to find out.
您看过出家人的僧袍吗？在僧袍的衣领后方有一块刻意缝上去的布，叫做印。这个印是有故事的。相传在佛陀时代，有一位贫穷的老太太，她看了佛陀之后心生欢喜，想要供养，可是她一无所有，只有身上这件破破烂烂的衣服。这时候迦叶尊者就告诉他，你身上的衣服虽然旧了，但如果你愿意舍出衣服的一小块角落来供养佛陀，这也叫做布施。于是老太太好开心的赶紧扯下身上衣服的一个角落， 这一小小块的布，恭恭敬敬地放进了迦摄尊者的钵里头，就好像是一滴水融入了大海，永不枯竭。佛陀就说，这便是布施真正的意义了，不在意这个物质的好与坏、多与寡，而在意的是那一份虔诚的心。如果换作上人的话来说，那就是微不足道的5毛钱也能够做好事。
这是在迄个时代，50多年前，迄当阵拢掼一卡迄个包包，大家人掼迄卡袋啊啦，安尼大家小行去劝募，所以讲是安尼无钱做到这当阵，我一直讲顾家己，一直到现在。
Yeah. So as we saw in the video, the seal on monastic's robe actually represents the true meaning of giving. Just as the old lady who gave a piece of her tattered clothes as an offering to Venerable Kashyapa, Buddha said that it doesn't matter how much we give, more or less. What matters most is the sincerity and the love in our heart. This is similar to the concept in Tzu Chi, where Sangren said, even a small amount like 50 cents can do good deeds. As we always hear, 50 cents can save the world. So it's not the amount that matters, but the sincerity and cultivation of the heart of giving that is the most important. Yeah. This is similar to the concept of the alms bowl during the time of Shakyamuni Buddha. And during that time, 2,500 years ago, Buddha encouraged everyone, the monastics to go out and ask for alms every day. But Sangren explained that the true intention of this was not so much to gather food, but actually to give as many people as possible the chance to cultivate blessings by making offerings to the Sangha. So the Tzu Chi Bamboo Bank reflects Sangren's deep wisdom and compassion for all. I remember the first time I heard about the bamboo bank when I participated in the entrepreneur workshop. I was so deeply touched by the concept, which I felt, wow, really reflects Sangren's deep wisdom and compassion for all. Such a simple method that carries so deep a meaning. With this simple bamboo bank, we could open the door for all to have opportunity to give and cultivate blessings, regardless of income status. And by nurturing our charity recipients to learn this concept, they too could learn to cultivate the concept of giving and cultivate blessings so that their long-term karma and fate can be changed. So let's continue with a second part of this episode 5.
1969年是佛教克难慈济功德会成立第3年，上人与他的弟子们还借住在普明寺，靠着种田还有做手工为生。那一年的冬天特别的冷，他们睡的是破旧的草席，盖的棉被是别人不要
Mr. Hong Li, we can't see the video.
那一年的冬天夜里的时候，
We can't see the
You
video.
can't see the video?
Going to share the video, is it?
Oh, earlier also couldn't see, is it?
Earlier can.
Earlier can. Okay, let me do it again. Sorry. Okay.
The PPT is still on this picture. TC Bamboo Bank reflects Sangren's
Okay.
wisdom.
I'm not sure why I cannot see
The voice came out, but the video was not playing.
when I click share,
Hmm.
the video window is not strange. Hang on,
That,
I have the video on my screen, but when I go to Zoom and I click share, I don't see, I'm unable to choose the video for application sharing.
or can you maybe exit the PPT and play the
Exit the PPT, okay.
yeah, play the video, the section where you wanted to play one. You have to manually control it.
Hmm. Can you see now?
I think
Nothing. Strange. Wait, how do I?
you have inserted the video in the PPT, is it?
I took it out from PPT because I cannot control the timing. So I open it in a media.
Yeah. So you manually control it, huh?
Yeah, because in PPT I can't control the time.
Yeah. Okay, you play again, maybe.
So I open as a media player.
Or you share the video, then you just pull to the section that you want to play.
Sorry? Very strange.
Just now
How come?
the first video came out nicely.
Sorry, okay.
Okay.
1969年是佛教克难慈济功德会成立第3年，上人与他的弟子们还借住在普明寺，靠着种田还有做手工为生。那一年的冬天特别的冷，他们睡的是破旧的草席，盖的棉被是别人不要捡回来用的。那一年的冬天夜里的时候，他们会缩着身体靠在一起，彼此取暖。蔡秀梅当年38岁，她在台电上班，领了年终奖金之后，她买了毛毯送给上人。没有想到上人在拿到毛毯之后，竟然做了一个出人意料的决定。
我来推荐你，就甲我讲啦吼，伊讲吼，你摕去迄个毛毯吼，要互上人无要用的，师傅无要用哦，伊拢要互苦难的众生哦，即马要来办围炉吼，咱内底也无啥物钱吼，咱看啥人嘛有偌济就摕偌济，咱就来办围炉安尼，我听我足欢喜。
于是，1969年2月9号，上人借用普明寺举办了慈济历史上第1次的冬令发放。这张照片您所看到是非常珍贵的当年的史料。那个时候来了40个家庭，200多人，有15桌非常简单的宴席，吃的是素菜，家家户户领了物资，还领到了过年的红包。每一个人要离开的时候，都洋溢着欢喜的笑容。上人是那种看到别人幸福，自己的幸福会加倍的那种感受。于是他做了一个决定，以后每年过年之前都要跟照顾户围炉，还要替家里的每个大人孩子都定做一套新衣服，让他们也有过年的欢喜。从此以后，冬令发放成为慈济的慈善模式之一。至今全球有20多个国家都举办过冬令发放。
无论再艰难，都要让每个人有饭吃。
清气清晨之玄虚梦， 知不懂100,000劫，无量法门悉现在前，得大智慧，通达诸法。
So as we saw in the video, after Master's disciple Cai Xiumei gave Master a blanket, Sangren made a very surprising decision and decided to hold a first winter distribution in February of 1969. At the time, 40 families, 200 people were served vegetarian food, and every household received a Chinese New Year red packet. As Sangren saw everyone's happy faces and smiles, Master's joy doubled. And she decided that from now on, winter distribution would be held every year, so that every member of family can feel the joy of CNY and receive a new set of clothes. So Sangren made a vow that no matter how challenging the conditions are, there must be food on the table for everyone. And this winter distribution has now become one of the models for Tzu Chi charity in more than 20 countries worldwide. So here we can see the power of a vow or sincere wish is truly inconceivable. A simple, sincere offering of blanket by Cai Xiumei to Master became the fuel to spark the first winter distribution. And a sincere wish or vow to have food on the table for everyone, regardless how difficult the conditions are, has now become an annual winter distribution, which is one of the trademarks for Tzu Chi charity mission all over the world in more than 20 countries. I recall also in 2022, before I went to Hualien for commissioning, my community leaders called me aside and said, Sister Hong Li, we're wondering what kind of responsibility to give you. And we decided, why not ask you to take care of English group in Setia Alam. At the time, I had not commissioned yet, and my attitude was not so good. So I told them, I said, I don't think there are many English-speaking people in Klang. I said, in my mind, I was thinking, oh, this is such a difficult job. Why should I do it? I didn't really want to do it. And I answered them, there are hardly any English-speaking people around here in Klang. Most of the people speak Chinese. So, but if you insist, I will try. But with that kind of lousy attitude, definitely I could not succeed. Yeah, I had been in the Pepan group chat for 2 years, and every time I check the group chat, if there are any leads in Setia Alam for English-speaking people, I will see none, 0 for 2 years. And every time I see no names from Setia Alam, I will tell myself, see, I'm right. There's no English-speaking people here in Klang. So, each time I will affirm that, I was right, there's no English-speaking people. However, when I went to Hualien and commissioned, I was so deeply touched during the ceremony and throughout the commissioning session in Hualien that I made a deep vow to Sangren that the moment I return to Malaysia, I will do my utmost to spread the Tzu Chi school of Buddhism and Jingse Dharma lineage in Malaysia. And after making that vow to Sangren, when I came home, immediately I started to receive phone calls and emails about asking me to take care of, someone's family or relative or leads that were given to Tzu Chi office. I was truly surprised. And through this experience, I realized that the power of making a sincere vow is so inconceivable, especially when it's made in front of Sangren. So without knowing it, after making this vow, within 1 year, English group grew from nothing to 9 TNC and several new volunteers. And I realized I learned a big lesson in my life that, when we do not believe something, definitely we are blocking anything good from happening. And as said in the Sutra of Infinite Meanings, if we want to walk the Bodhisattva path, making vows is so important. As it says in the Sutra of Infinite Meanings, with minds pure and tranquil, vows as vast as the universe, we remain unwavering for countless kalpas and completely understand all Dharma. And Sangren said that this phrase is the Dharma essence for passing on Jingse Dharma lineage. And if we practice this, infinite Dharma doors will become readily apparent, and we attain great wisdom and realize all Dharma. And Sangren said that this is the foundation for Tzu Chi school of Buddhism. So the principles within the sutra are for us to learn, but the path is for us to walk, as they teach us how to walk this path to become bodhisattvas. And the spirit of walking the bodhisattva path starts with forming great vows and then taking action, which I learned through the difficult way. So let's continue with a third part of the video.
也是那一年1969的秋天，9月26号，中秋节，上人回到了台中。他信守着与母亲的承诺，每年中秋要回到台中帮妈妈过寿。他的人在台中，心却选在花莲，因为当时有强台艾尔西从宜花登陆，肆虐全台，只有一个地方没有下雨，那就是台东卑南乡的大南村。这里不止没有下雨，还吹起了温度很高的焚风，引发了一场几乎是灭村的大火。当时大南村的孩子描述了那个晚上他所看到的景象。
我就从窗户看过去，那个天的一半都是红的。后来我同学他们的家里的人跑到我们家来，然后还有我们一些我妈的亲戚。他们来的时候，我们就问他说，到底怎么一回事？他说大拿说整个都烧起来这样子啊，然后他说那个火团会追人。
就到了半夜，打电报，因为以前打电报都打到警察局去嘛，那个就去跟我舅舅他们讲，迄个阿妹登到厝因迄个规庄的人拢会休息讲叫咱爱去领尸这样子啊。
原来是大南村那个晚上，有一个阿嬷正在烹煮猪要吃的食物，星星之火碰上了高温的焚风，一发不可收拾。这场大火烧毁了大南村148间房子，47个人罹难。人在丰原的上人是透过广播听到这个消息，他马上跟母亲说：“我要立刻赶回花莲。”妈妈说：“这又是风又是雨，到处铁公路都断了，你怎么回去呢？”上人说：“现在我就算是用爬的，也要爬回花莲。”于是真的，上人就坐车走路，再转车，再走路，终于是绕过了半个台湾，回到花莲。
他同体大悲的是别人的悲。所以上人能够感受到那个人的那个伤，在那个时候他能够产生的大愿，就像地藏王菩萨，他感受到了那个，他说地狱不空，我不成佛。他为什么能够发大愿？为什么普贤菩萨发大愿，观世音菩萨发大愿？因为他们跟人不一样，他是那个人的伤在他身上产生的伤一样痛，那是真正叫做合一。
灾难过后好几天，上人与他的弟子几经波折，终于到了大南村。但是放眼所及是这样的景象，街上到处都是棺木，仿佛还听得到来不及道别的叹息声。 在这样的环境里，灾民已经有政府安置，但是夜里好冷，灾民想到自己已经无家可归了，那是一种身心加倍的凄凉。上人决定要为148个受灾家庭发放毛毯，赈灾经费要2万元。但是慈济有钱吗？当然没有。看看当年的收支表，就知道慈善经费根本不够。办法是人想出来的，上人决定请他的弟子上街头募款。我们来想想，上人的弟子是谁呢？是一群家庭主妇呢。他们这辈子从来没有抛头露面，哪来的胆量要去跟别人募款？这群弟子就是因为相信而决定追随上人，于是这群家庭主妇真的拿起了自己买菜的嘎基德亚上街募款，那是慈济历史上第一次街头劝募。凭借着一份对上人的信心，凭借着做就对了这样的决心，这群家庭主妇真的做到了，用8天的时间募得了赈灾所需要的款项。上人看着这笔钱，心生感动，他说了2个字：奇迹。
As we saw in the video, in September 1969, there was a big typhoon called Elsie that landed in Yilan to Hualien. And there was one village, Danan village, that experienced a very terrible fire, which burned the entire village of 148 houses with 47 deaths. So Sangren, who was in Taichung at that time, insisted to rush back immediately to Hualien when she heard about the disaster. And at the time, railway and roads were inaccessible. But Sangren said that even if I have to crawl, I will crawl back to Hualien. Sangren's resolution was so unwavering, just like the Bodhisattvas in SIM, with vows unwavering for countless kalpas. Her greatest sorrow is the sorrow of others, as she could feel the wound of others as her own. And as Bodhisattvas, united physically and in spirit with all sentient beings and with deep compassion for all, she made a great vow, like Siddhikapa Bodhisattva, that even with insufficient funds, Master decided to help the now homeless and freezing 148 disaster-stricken families with warm blankets and NTD 20,000 each. However, at the time, Tzu Chi did not have sufficient funds to do this. So Sangren made a decision to ask her volunteers to go to the street for fundraising. And for the first time, disciples or volunteers took to the street for disaster relief fundraising with faith in Master to do the right thing. Or as Sangren always says, 对的事情做就是了. So after courageously raising funds in the streets, in only 8 days, they successfully raised all required funds to give the NTD 20,000 plus blankets to the disaster families. And Sangren said it was a miracle that they could raise so much funds in only 8 days. So throughout my Tzu Chi journey, I also experienced that unexpectedly, when you give courageously and just do the right thing, miracles do happen. Throughout TC journey for the last 6 years, I realized that what Sangren said, 对的事情做就是了, is so important and is so right. I remember 6 years ago when I joined Tzu Chi, and after hearing Sangren's lecture, I realized I was so wrong to run a meat-based restaurant for the last 10 years. And I wanted so much to change my restaurant to vegetarian. But because of COVID, because of MCO, I did not have the funds to do the right thing at the time. However, I made a vow that I would do so and continued to promote vegetarianism for 2 years. And then unexpectedly, or I would say almost miraculously, suddenly I was given 150,000 by someone to buy over some old equipment that you can only sell for about 10,000 or 20,000 on the market. I was so shocked, and I felt that, you know, what Sanran said is so right. We persevere to do the right thing, and somehow the door will open for you. So I used these funds to change my restaurant to vegetarian. And after running Eliseo, as my faith deepened in Tzu Chi, I decided to stop my business and dedicate myself or my time more to Tzu Chi. And I decided to retire and spend my time to do volunteer work. At that time, I did not have sufficient funds to retire either. And I could not exit also because if we exit, we need to re-renovate to make good the shop. So I tried to sell off so that I get the sufficient funds, but I could not get management approval for several months. And however, during May Buddha's Day, when we said our prayer, I felt deeply in my heart my wish to do volunteer work for Tzu Chi. And I said a prayer in my heart to Sanran. I hope that I can let go all my worldly worries and attachment in peace and a focus on Tzu Chi. And after making that simple wish to Sanran, the very next day I got a phone call from management saying that I was allowed to sell my business. And miraculously, I found the buyer that paid exactly the same amount that I've spent to renovate the shop. So if you tell somebody this, I think it's quite hard to believe. I could hardly believe it myself. I would say that, after 6 years at Tzu Chi, when I joined Tzu Chi because of COVID, I was facing almost financial bankruptcy. But after following Tzu Chi for 6 years and just doing as what Sanran says, try my best to do the right thing, now I will say that I've become so comfortable financially that I have enough funds to retire for life. And recently, when I did a Rongtong, inexplicably, 7 times the Rongtong amount was given back to me. So, as Sanran said, 对的事情做就是了. After so many inexplainable experiences, I truly believe this phrase and encourage everyone to believe it. When you do the right thing, don't be afraid because Buddha will always be with us. So with faith and courage, miracles do occur, right? As Sanran said, 对的事情做就是了. Okay, so let's continue with the last part of the video.
然而，商人并不知道，当时他决定采购那个年代品质最好的台历毛毯，会在25年后重新回到他的手中。
就是伊摕单来给我，我唔敢甲看，我想讲伊一个查某囡仔吼，我一个查甫囝呢，咱嘛爱有一个志气，啊，甲迄工才去互师傅帮忙，啊，伊单我才正爱甲留起来。意思就是一个，就留起来讲，我互弟弟要我的子孙去看。
这一条毛毯，沈维信在1995年送还给上人，它就像是僧袍上的那一块布，成为慈济行善的印记。大南村是慈济第一次大型的急难发放，也奠定了往后的赈灾模式，就是先到现场勘灾、评估援助计划，进行采购，最后是亲手布施。这一套慈善规则从1969年到现在从来不曾改变。那么你以为故事到这里就结束了吗？当然还没。我们来认识他，方金香。他是2003年受证的慈济委员。有一天，他意外地在慈济的史料照片上看到了自己的母亲跟弟弟，才知道他们家早从1970年就接受慈济的帮助。而苏美莲是2022年受证的慈济委员。 他来自大南村，火灾发生那一年，他4岁，家里领到了一件4件毛毯。先前我们看到的王秀专和黄丽玉，他们都是大南村的孩子，人生在因缘际会之下，不约而同地加入了慈济行列。这会不会就是布施真正的意义？它在于启发你心中的良善，然后你就有了力量。一传十，十传百，从一种子而生无量。这也像是《无量易经》当中所说的“布善种子，便功德田”。
善解脱风出世热闹。
Yeah, so we're approaching the end of the sharing, and as we saw, through Dana Village, Tzu Chi conducted the first big-scale emergency disaster relief. And from there, we created a disaster modus operandi that is unchanged or used since 1969 until present. So this is also one of the things, disaster relief, that I was so impressed with when I first heard about Tzu Chi charity work. Because that time when I attended my first workshop, they were sharing about Philippines disaster relief as well as Indonesia disaster relief. And the difference was Tzu Chi would take so much care in surveying and evaluating what is actually needed, and then deliver the supplies directly to victims. And I think the sincerity of volunteers and the willingness to sacrifice, I was so touched by that. And one thing so different about Tzu Chi is that I realized that disaster relief is something we as individuals cannot do alone. So only by joining a large organization like Tzu Chi can we join our hands together and make a difference when it comes to problems like disaster relief. So this also is something that I always share with new people when I talk about Tzu Chi to them. So as we heard in the video, life truly is governed by affinity or 因缘. So when Sangren decided to provide the best Thai blankets to recipients, these 25 years later unexpectedly found their way back to Sangren's hands. This is similar to the piece of cloth on a monastic robe, which became a symbol of Tzu Chi's good deeds. Also, we heard that many family members, right, of disaster victims or charity recipients of Tzu Chi, many years later, such as given in the video, the example of Fang Jinxiang and Su Meilian, who were certified much later in 2022 or 2003. After commissioning, then they realized that their families had actually received help from Tzu Chi so many years ago. Yeah. Not only in Taiwan, but in Malaysia too, I realized that this cycle of love continues to occur. For example, we have a new volunteer called Sherilyn Carido in Klang. And you know, what are the chances that she came to work as a maid here in my house, where I'm also a Tzu Chi member. And through that, she learned that, you know, her family received aid from Tzu Chi so many years ago during a typhoon in Philippines. And our brother Rutra, who in a recycling exhibition came across our Tzu Chi booth. He just happened to be there at that time. And when he saw our blue and white, he recognized our uniform and he said that, oh, so many years ago, Tzu Chi helped his family get through difficult times. And that inspired him to go and work now to help people in the government who are in need, and also to become a Tzu Chi volunteer. So I'm sure that this cycle of goodness is not limited only to Taiwan or Malaysia, but happens all over the world. And I believe this is why we see Tzu Chi growing from strength to strength as the cycle of goodness expands. I will always remember the saying that bodhisattvas don't look at the fruit, but look at the cause. Yeah, so there's no point aiming at what fruit we want to eat, but rather aim to plant good causes, because good causes naturally bear good fruit. As the Buddha said, not even a leaf drops by coincidence. So, as we heard in the video, the true meaning of giving is about inspiring kindness and goodness in one's heart. Only then will we have the power, as we heard in all these examples, to spread from 1 to 10 and 10 to 100, or from one seed to infinity, as is said in the Sutra of Infinite Meanings. From 1 to infinity, as we sow seeds of goodness to help each and every one of us who already have an inherently good Buddha nature within to develop our field of merits. Let us all do goods together and sow as many seeds of goodness, so that, as Sangren said, we can create a harmonious and happier society together as Tzu Chi volunteers.感恩, and thank you, everyone.
Yeah, Kanan so much, Sister Hong Li, for your wonderful and heartfelt sharing. You have beautifully incorporated your personal experience. In fact, for you to be so courageous. Last time, in fact, when you turn your restaurant from non-vegetarian to vegetarian, in fact, I was also skeptical whether you can make it or not. But you are very courageous and very devoted, a disciple of Master Cheng Yen. Making vows. The vows that you made, you make it happen. Walk the path. Uh, with sincerity, and of course, I think you're sharing, when you form all these good affinities with people, you're truly inspire more people to walk on this path, with strength and with faith. Yeah, Kanan so much, Sister Hong Li. Now, may I request everyone to on your video? I think it will be lovely for us to see each other, and so that we can feel closer to each other, and we can have a little bit of a interactive session here, so that maybe we hear and learn from each other. What are the little inspiration that we have received among this platform here. Maybe we can invite Sister Lisa. Sister Lisa, where are you connecting from, Sister Lisa?
From Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, hi, hello, Sister Lisa.
Hello.
Yeah. Any area that touch you the most, that you like to maybe say a few words?
Probably the part about the blanket coming back to her 25 years later. That was
Very cool.
unbelievable, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, of course, Sisters Hong Li's sharing about her restaurant, turning it to vegetarian. Yeah. That was like a big courageous step.
Yes. Yeah. I think her vow lah. I think sometimes I think when we before, I think even when we were just beginner lah, as we joined Tzu Chi, sometimes we don't dare to make vows lah. I think Sister Hong Li, I think she very gung ho, very very gung ho lah, and make the vow, never mind, but you must make it happen as well, and she really made it happen, and in fact, I miss all the beautiful, nice food in your restaurant, Sister Hong Li. Every time when I go to that area, always, because her restaurant, I don't know whether, I think some already have gone to her restaurant, quite a number of our English group volunteers. We also had a few gatherings there before.
Oh, it's okay. I cook for you personally, Brother Robert.
Yeah, there are varieties of food lah. Food actually brings people closer as well. Yeah, So I think somehow lah, I think we as Malaysians we are exceptionally blessed lah with so much good food lah. Yeah. And Sister Hong Li got these magical fingers to turn all this food into something plant-based as well. Oh, Sister Annie, correct or not? You enjoy her food, isn't it?
Much.
Huh?
Yes, very much.
But you don't put on weight, or unlike me, every time I eat a little bit, then I start to put on weight, so I have to work it. Anything you want to share with us, Danny, about tonight's this episode on disaster relief and also on the
Yes, always enjoyed the session given by Hong Li. Always very kind to her.
Yeah, she's full of dharma.
Full of dharma, yes.
Yeah. Okay, anyone else? I have another sister who have on your video. Maybe Sister Tzu Chi like to say a few words. Yeah, Sister Tzu Chi.
Yeah, Sister Hong Li, truly, maybe may I ask Sister Hong Li, what based on Sister Wow, that Sister make one after another to first conversion of this meat restaurant into vegetarian, I think plant-based, then even subsequently join Tzu Chi 100% letting go of the business, and also Sister Val, I think that if I'm not mistaken, sharing this Sutra Definite Meaning, the books sharing that sister organizes, where sister is the like the sole sharer. So every time, every month, sister have to think of choose the topic to share. So what gives sister the courage and for those who are like dare not make any vow, like if they are facing challenge in their life, how would sister advise them based on the journey that sister has gone through?
Yeah, actually, you're right. At first, I also was, afraid to make vow because they said that, making vow is very serious. If you cannot keep it, it's very bad. Yeah, but also other sisters encouraged me before I went to commission that making vow, especially, when you see Sangren, is so important. And truly, I would say that it's not so much my making the vow, but because when I went to Hualien, the atmosphere there is so peaceful, so serene, and the spiritual atmosphere is so different that I felt so touched, and I really felt Guan Yin Pusa. I felt so touched that I felt I really have to do something. I cannot live my life just like that, and I have to do something. And I felt so touched at what Sangren have done for the world, and what Tzu Chi has done for the world, that I really wanted to contribute back to society. And the only way I think, was by making a vow, in front of Sangren. And through this experience, I learned that, at first I didn't know that making a vow is so effective. I just take it as I'm making a promise, to do something, I'm serious about it. But after making a vow to Sangren, suddenly everything comes true. As I said, before that, I could not share Tzu Chi with anyone, for 2 years, zero. I make zero new Tzu Chi members. But after making vow to Sangren, everything just happens smoothly. So I think, I share this is to encourage everyone to make vows. Because when you make vows, I think, especially in front of Sangren, I think there's I cannot explain it what happens, but I think this is Sangren's power not our own. Sangren's vow helps us to achieve whatever vow we make So if you have a chance, especially if you go to Hualien or you have the chance to see Sangren, really it's worth to make a vow. I mean, especially a good vow if we want to do something to help others.
Yeah, kind of so much. Any others like to share a few words before I pass the floor to our brother Joe, I think, who has made even bigger vows compared to what we have made. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we wanted to take this opportunity since brother Joe is online here. And we'd like to invite our respected lay practitioner from Hualien to share his valuable insights. Yeah. Hi, brother Joe. Yeah, come.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good
yeah, I
evening.
think, yeah, just like what everybody had said. Thanks to Sister Hongli to share the stories. I think for me, I think the most precious part, this is what I believe. Why is the vow so important? Why is the vow so powerful? You know, this is like saying that this is what I believe, okay? I don't think there's any supernatural power, but I do believe it's like when you are driving and you have that turn signal, you're signaling to everybody you're making a right turn. And so what happens is that, you know, if there are motorbikes, like if you're driving, right? And if there are motorbikes or bicycles, they're following you, they know you're making a right turn, and then they will sort of either speed up or slow down, right? They know what you're going to do. Now, that's just only talking about making a right turn. But once you signal that you're going to do something, and that's a good thing, more people are going to know that you're doing something good. So they're saying, that's what I want to do too. Let me do that too. And so suddenly there are people more doing the same thing that you're doing. And it seems like it's helping you. But in fact, it's actually just making the path more walkable. You know, if everybody is sort of making the right turn at the same time, then all of a sudden you don't have any congestion where people are going straight and people are going right. And so you have to wait for a little bit for them to go through. No, everybody's going that way. So it seems like everything is going smooth, when in fact, it's because you are signaling to the world, to everybody, that you're doing something. And then some people are inspired. They think, oh, I want to do that too. Let me do that too. And then some people are also signaling that they want to do that too. So I really think that if we are making a vow, and it's a very positive, a good vow, more, and there are, you know, beings that are going to hear this, it's like you're signaling you're making a right turn. And so everybody sort of are also thinking that that's a good idea. They will also make a right turn. And then all of a sudden it seems all the traffic is so smooth today. I don't need to wait for anybody because everybody's making a right turn. Then things become smooth. Then all of a sudden it all works out because nobody's going straight when you're going a right turn, or they're making a left turn. You just wait for them. You have to wait for them, and yields the right of way. That's what I think. So that's why I think it's very crucial to be making the vow that is positive, because the moment you think about something negative, we're also triggering somebody that's also wanting to do that. And then, these things actually turn out for the worse. Because if something bad goes smooth, then it goes bad and worse. Okay, so I think that, but Master is going through her ways to tell us that that's why making vows, and make it as big as possible, obviously positive, but as big as possible, because you are going to be able to carry more people. Suppose you're saying, I'm going to make a right turn. That's small, that's minor. But if you're telling people that I'm always going to make a right turn, then people that are going to make the right turn now or tomorrow or the day after, they're always going to know that that's what you're going to do. And that's big. They are going to rely on you. They know they can rely on you to make the right turn. And I think that's why when we say make the vow, as vast as the universe, that's because we don't want it to just stop there. Oh, I'm only making a right turn today. I want to let all the people know that do not worry. The only turns that I'll be making is right, for example. So that's what I think is the power. Because once you show the world, or you share the world that your vow, then more people are going to come on to your boat or come on to this lane and saying, I know what they're going to do, and I want to do that too. Okay, so that's what I think about the vow. And the story about the restaurant, I think that's amazing. So the same way with miracle, I think the moment that you make the vow, I'm sure there are, I'm not saying supernatural, but I'm sure there are different beings that communicate in different ways. We communicate through words, sounds, forms, and there are beings that communicate through thoughts. And when you make the vow, even though you didn't say it, there are beings that can hear you. And these are the beings that also follows master, because master also think vows and they follow master too, right? Master not only communicate with us, right? Like right now, I communicate with my my brothers and sisters in Taiwan in Chinese, and then I communicate with you in English. Very similarly, there are beings that communicate via thoughts. There are beings that communicate via sound. And so there are beings, human beings, that also communicate via sign language, right? So language is just a different way of communicating. And because we have all these different ways of communicating, you are signaling through your thoughts to whoever the beings out there that you want to do something. And then they hear about this. That's what they want to do too, but they don't know how, or they don't have the courage. And you're doing it. You are paving the way, and they thought, good, we will be the one that's under your wing. You are protecting us. You're leading us. Let me help you a little bit. And all of a sudden, you get that little added steam going forward, helping you to accomplish. So I think that making vows are important. You never know when that strength is going to come on, but it will, because I'm sure somebody somewhere always hears that. I believe that. Okay, so in today's episode, I really thank Sister for sharing not only your personal story, but I really like the way that you deliver this. The way you deliver this is you chop the video into several sections, and then for each section, you talk about the main points, and then you do a little bit of your own stories. You start off by talking about the seal, and then you start then all the story hook back, all the small pieces, the history of Tzu Chi, and then it goes into your own history. I think that was wonderfully done, masterfully done, because the way that you're guiding everybody is so that people can understand it. And I think that's very important, and that's very good. So the way that, maybe we watch the video, but and just the way that we usually watch things, it just goes through. You watched it, but you didn't quite know what you watched. But the way that you sort of make it into different parts makes it so that people can really take it in. And I think that's good. So I really thank you for preparing today's session for everybody. And I think that one very key message that Master showed us, I believe, showed us today, is that do not be afraid. Don't be afraid. There are always help along the way. Don't think about there isn't any help, or nobody listens, or nobody hears me, or that I'm all alone. You're never alone. You're only alone because you believe you're alone. You are not. So Master wants you to know that you're not alone. And when you really, 对的事对的事做就对了. That's exactly what it is. Do it, and there's always going to be strength. There's always going to be forces to help you. Yes, there are going to be something that blocks you too, but that's just always happen, right? Even if you say out loud, or if you don't say out loud, things are going to happen that challenges you anyway. So I really think that Master is giving us a very powerful message, telling you, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And things are going to happen. People call it miracle. People call it inconceivable, impossible, whatever it is. It's going to happen. Do not be afraid. And so for all the people out there that are thinking, I am too little, too small, too whatever to do something, don't. You can't do it. Okay, so I really think that's the vow as big as vast as the universe, and it's trying to get everybody to believe that. And I think we can, because of your sharing today. Faith and that hope are all very integral parts of Tzu Chi. What faith brings to all of us, and the hope that we bring to all the people. Right? Thank you, sister, for your sharing, and thanks all the
thank you so much, Brother Joe.
Yeah. So thank you. That's a very, very well done today. Thank you.
Thank you, Kan En.
Yeah, Brother Joe, for your encouraging words. I guess even though Brother Joe is now currently juggling the incredible important mission of coordinating Master Xing Jiao, this journey across Taiwan is always not so easy at her age now. But I think you still find this time, the jam-packed schedule to come here and give your words of encouragement. I think Deepest Brother Joe. Can everyone please on your video? Then we will take a group photo with Brother Joe. Everyone please on your video for just a second, and then Sister Lily will take this group photo. And at the same time, we'd like to remind everyone that this vow making is not difficult lah. Not difficult. I think given
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, Kanan so much.
Done.
Kanan so much. Yeah. Kanan to everyone for joining us today. Yeah. So before we conclude, I just want to take everyone's time for a little while. I have this little video that I wanted to play. So this video has been I've been playing this video, just a 2-minute video. Let me just share this video. It's a beautiful song. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Wait, yeah. Okay, where are we now? Just like to share this beautiful video. Share sound. Okay. Can you hear? Can you hear or not?
No.
Huh?
Cannot
Can
hear.
see but cannot hear.
Cannot hear. Okay, how do I unshare? Stop sharing it. Supposed to share sound, isn't it? How come the sound logo is no more available? Yeah. Yeah. Somehow there used to be a little logo where you can share the sound under it. Yeah. Where is that little logo? Share sound. Okay, come. Okay, done.
风雨过后的乡间路，泥水淹没了每一步。有人弯下身影，把别人的家当作自己守护。满身泥泞却笑着说：“别怕，我们一起走过。”铁骑敲响的节奏，是希望在心里重播。浴血的超人啊，在你地里点亮灯火，把温暖托起，把泪水擦过，陪伴是最真的承诺。从花莲到远方的我们，心手相连，你不孤单过。清扫的不只是土，还有惊慌与失落。一句安慰，一次拥抱，让家园再次有歌声诉说。海的另一边，有人祈祷，把祝福随风送到。夜夜在乎的黑夜，快快褪去，珍惜拥抱。浴血的超人啊，在你地里点亮灯火，把温暖托起，把泪水擦过，陪伴是最真的承诺。从花莲到远方的我们，心手相连，你不孤单过。浴血的超人啊，在你地里点亮灯火，把温暖 暖托起，把泪水擦过，陪伴是最真的承诺。从花莲到远方的我们，心手相连，你不孤单过。一步一步走过泥泞，贴准化作英雄的背影，这片土地会记得你们给的深情。
Yeah, just like to share this video. Yeah, for those who have not watched this video before. Yeah, so this also tie in with today's episode on disaster relief. This one is the title of this song is called Heroes in Rain Boots. So I think as you can see all these volunteers helping out each other during this disaster relief in Hualien County, Guangfu just incredible. Okay, now we like to end the session already. Yeah, time is up. Sister Lily, you going to lead us or I continue?
Yeah, Brother Robert, you continue, please, Gan.
Okay, okay. So maybe before let us please rise. We'll pay 3 sincere bows to Buddha and Master Cheng Yen. Put our palms together. First bow, second bow, and third bow. Okay, may we all continue to walk the Bodhisattva path with diligence, continue to cultivate both wisdoms and blessings. So good night, everyone. We look forward to seeing you again next month. Bye-bye.
Good night, and thank you very much, everyone. Thank you so much. Kanan, Brother
Bye-bye.
Joe,
Thank you,
Kanan,
Sister
Brother
Hong
Robert,
Li.
Kanan, Sis
Wonderful.
Lily,
Thank you.
Kanan,
Bye-bye.
everyone for joining.
Cảm ơn.